And that's us. We are out of breath. I am Adam.
And I'm Eric.
And this is episode 3.
We're moving along.
Action-packed episode. We got all kinds of stuff today. We actually have a lot to go through. But let's start with drum roll.
Corona?
No, wait. Can you do a drum roll? So you can't roll your R? I got my unemployment.
There we go.
Retroactive. And for those of you watching on YouTube, can you tell what this is? That's a motherfucking stimulus check.
Oh, I'm so depressed.
Oh, dude. I actually prefer getting it this way rather than direct deposit.
You and my grandfather.
Is he? No, I'm not trying to be mean, but is he dead?
Yes.
Because it says, if recipient deceased, check here and drop in mailbox. Yeah, sure. Okay. But yeah, so I got my unemployment. I got my stimulus check. All is right in the world.
Sweet.
I got to tell you how it happened real quick.
Yeah.
And by quick, I mean about 7-8 minutes of me telling a story. So, state of Massachusetts, God bless you. I woke up Monday morning. Monday morning. And I start calling right away, and I get through right away. And woman answers, and she couldn't have been less helpful. Just basically like, yeah, I see it, but I don't know. There's a hold, blah, blah, blah. And so she's like, you just got to call your employer. You know, what they've been giving me the runaround for 6 weeks. So I hang up. Okay.
Oh, you hung up?
Well, no. She was like, that's all I can do for you. So I'm like, okay.
Oh,
so I call back again. This next woman made that woman seem like the most helpful woman in the world. She gave me nothing. I hung up on her. Because once I got through the second time quickly.
You've been waiting 5 weeks to talk to people and you're just hanging up willy-nilly on people.
Well, no, because the fact that I got through so easily, like I got through like each time that I called,
yeah.
I was like, okay, that part of it is over. So now we got to go for it. Now we got to find the Mike.
Three times the charm.
I got to find another Michael, the guy who called me back and was the best, and then I stole his phone number and stalked him.
Now he won't talk to you anymore.
Yeah, I got to find another one of them.
Yep.
So the third one, she was okay, but not great. The fourth one.
Hold on, you on a Monday after a weekend, you got through 4 times?
4 times. On the 4th time, I got a hold of Sharika. God bless Sharika. This woman. Now, the first 3 calls, it was probably like a total of 20 minutes.
Did you Yelp them?
No, I didn't, but I asked Sharika, I'm like, give me something to be able to give you a shout out. And she gave me this like obscure website, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. It's probably like a virus.
.onlyfans.com.
I would pay for Sharika whatever she's wearing after getting me this. So long story short,
pay $15 a month just to watch her fix unemployment checks.
Yes. She was like, she basically gets to the point where she's like, okay, I got to talk to my supervisor and we can see if we can get this because your account's on hold, but there's no note to it. Someone just put it on hold. So I'm like, oh my God.
See, that's Mike. You stole his number.
That was Mike.
He was coming after you.
The villain from Die Hard. He wanted to finish me. But no, so she then puts me on hold for, I'm not exaggerating, 1 hour. And every 10 minutes, she got back on the line and was like, Mr. Lyons, you still there? I'm like, yes. She's like, okay, I'm just waiting. So she's on hold for me while I'm on hold.
Did you ask for her cell phone just in case?
No.
Oh, okay.
And then after an hour, like the 10th time, she's like, Mr. Lyons? I'm like, yeah? She's like, it's all set. We took the hold off. You'll be getting your full amount in 48 hours. And I swear to God, like I almost cried. And I was just like, Sharika, I love you. And she started laughing. I tried offering her Vegas. And she was totally like, no. She was like, it's okay, Mr. Lyons. Thank you. Like, I don't need your 2-night stay at Flamingo.
Back on hold.
Yeah. But so I got my unemployment. Everything is good in the world. Except the fact that honestly, now that I have my unemployment, so I have no excuse now. Like everything is, I'm still just so
miserable.
I don't even know if it's miserable, dude. I'm just like depressed. Like yesterday I was telling Norris, shout out to our director of photography. I'm getting these like, I've been getting headaches a lot lately, and now I'm getting like, I feel like brain waves in my head. Not brain waves, but like,
boy.
No, like little like, look at him laughing. He never laughs at anything. He's cracking up right now. But like, I'll be sitting there and all of a sudden it's just like, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just like,
Do you think you're sick?
I don't know.
Oh.
It could be completely in my head. I don't know. But I just...
I mean, I have something to tell you.
Oh, no. Go. Just go.
So this rolls with it. This you might get some more buzzes in your head after this one. So last night I went out to dinner.
No, you didn't.
Yep, we went out to sushi and it was amazing.
And you went to sushi.
Yep. It was unbelievable. I was very happy.
Was it busy?
It was busy.
Were they keeping social distance? Be honest.
Yeah, there were. There was half the tables that normally are in that restaurant. Every single waiter had a face shield on.
A face shield?
Yeah.
What do you mean a shield?
Like one of the plexiglass shield things on there.
Really?
Yeah, like 3 times. Now trying to order sushi and screwing up the names, and she's like, "What? What?"
Yeah. Every time they go into the kitchen, like near it fogs up.
Yeah, I was so pumped. I was like, I cannot tell Adam this until we got.
I mean, I don't know.
It was great. I think they were. I mean, we drank out of plastic cups. We had plastic silverware.
Wait, what's the point of that?
I guess so. It isn't retouched or whatever. But I honestly, I don't know.
Was the food like just as good? Was it a limited menu?
It was.
Is the place that you took me to?
No, but they opened up yesterday. Mm-hmm. Oh no, sorry, they opened up today, and they were full reservations on Wednesday. They're already booked for the whole weekend.
So basically, there's 2 types of people right now.
Yeah.
No, there's 3 types of people.
Okay.
There's the people who are still in their house.
Yep.
There's the people like me who are like, do little things like, come out here, go to drive-thrus.
Isolated stuff.
And then there's like the people who are fearless, like you.
Yeah.
And
I'm not so much fearless, but I'm getting there.
Yeah. So I have a quick story from back east, someone who's fearless. So shout out to Allison, one of my former coworkers. She is at the point where she doesn't give a fuck. There are like poker games going on 7 nights a week in Springfield. Mm-hmm. People do not give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Not wearing masks, touching chips, dealing. People are, regular players are having games. Strangers are coming in their house. Yep. Like, they just don't care.
No.
And I ask her, I'm like, why don't you care? She's like, listen, the first 3 weeks, I was like you. I cared. Now, how many people in the world do I know? This is what she said. How many people in the world do I know? You know how many people I know that got it? 1. It's a number. Like, you got to play the numbers.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm going out. I'm going to restaurants now. I'm having a good time. But in all reality, I mean, you have to realize that if you do this, you're probably eventually one day going to get it. But
why say that to me? Don't say that. Why do you say that?
Because I mean, it's just a reality. I don't know. Like,
that is not where I was going with this at all. People aren't gonna get it. It's over. Like it's knock on so much wood. Like it's not gonna happen. But so she tells me this story. This is how. So her grandmother is in a nursing home. Right?
Yep.
She's like 87 years old.
Yep.
She has she's on oxygen. She has diabetes. She has COPD. What's COPD?
It's a lung disease.
Yeah. Oh, because she smoked.
Yeah.
And she was feeling sick, and the nursing home tested her. The test. This is all from Allison. The test was negative.
Yeah.
So they're like, okay, Grandma, you can go back to the.
That's her name.
Yeah, you can go to the negative side of the nursing home. So she gets put into the side where they're all healthy.
Yeah.
3 days later, Grandma.
That's positive.
Grandma, one of the nurses comes into Grandma's room and starts wheeling her out, and she's like, "What's going on? Your test was actually positive." So they fucking wheeled her and probably exposed everyone in the negative because of a false positive or false negative. And so now, right, she's like, she was on death's door. And Allison, her exact words were, she's like, Adam, I put $1,000 aside for bail money for people to get me up, because she was literally, and trust me when I say that, like, she was probably for real. When she was told by the nursing home that like her grandmother might not make it, she was literally planning to break in because they weren't going to let her in. She was like talking to her grandmother outside of the window, and she's like sizing up the window, like how she's gonna, and she was dead. She's gonna break in because she's like not, and so she's gonna risk going into a nursing home, which has been like the hot spot of Corona since the beginning.
Yeah.
So she just doesn't care. I mean, she has a kid and she's a great mother, but all of her telling me all this makes me feel better. No, because it's like, how can...
I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else. I mean, what can we do? We have to... I've given up. I mean, I've gone today. I went to At Home, the store. I went to Home Depot. I bought sand.
Do you wear a mask?
Yeah, but I mean, I catch myself taking it off all the time because I can't breathe.
Yeah, see? So like, I don't know. It's just such a clusterfuck because it's like, I say that 1 minute and then you tell me what you're doing to bring it into like reality. And like, I don't know how to feel. Like I don't know. Cause then the other thing, it's official. The World Health Organization has said, if you're obese, it's like guaranteed your symptoms are going to be way worse.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm a little obese, so.
But you're walking now, so you'll be okay.
But okay, ever since I've walked, I have buzzing in my head. I have tightness in my chest. I get tingles everywhere. Like I'm falling apart. But once again, it could all be in my head.
Yeah,
I tell my mom all these, and you know what her answer is?
What?
Listerine and Vaseline. She says, just if you drink Listerine, it just kind of clears everything, and then like she just wipes Vaseline all over her body or Vicks Vapor Rub before she goes to bed. That's all she does, and that's the cure-all.
Is she into the bleach thing?
What's that? Oh no, she has not drank bleach yet. No, but it's just like I don't know.
Have you tried the Vaseline thing yet?
No, the only time. So when I thought I possibly had Corona in early February before I moved out here, I took Vicks Vapor Rub and put it on my chest.
Yeah, but you just thought you were sick. You didn't think you had Corona.
No, of course, Corona didn't even exist when this happened.
Well, it did. We just thought it was in Asia,
right? And I hopefully had it then. You know. Well, if I had, because I want to get an antibody test. If we get an antibody test, it's all over.
Yeah,
I'm going to be doing this from. We'll broadcast live from anywhere. I don't care.
You'll be right on the strip.
Yeah. Shaking hands, kissing babies, kissing homeless people.
Kissing hands, shaking babies.
Mm-hmm.
I love
That's inappropriate. But no, I would be all over that.
I mean, people are flipping out now though, because now they're saying there's other problems happening. Like there's Kawasaki disease or something like that.
No, I can't even. I don't watch the news anymore.
Like, I told you don't. Just
I also can't. I love like NewYorkPost.com is like my go-to in the morning, but like every day is some new ridiculous thing. Like I just can't even.
It's like California. They opened up the beaches, but it's only open. It's only open to work out.
Yeah. Like
they you reading the New York Post article?
Yeah, I'm just. Of course, right now at this moment they don't have anything that ridiculous, but you get my point.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
I think you just have to go at your own pace. We've had many conversations about this. I think you just need to, when you feel comfortable.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
You know?
All right. So the first game we're going to do today, not really a game, but so if you guys didn't know, me and Eric, even though like we're good friends now, we really, if you take the amount of hours we've actually like hung out, we shouldn't be as close as we are and know as much about each other as we do. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's totally fair. So
like we first met when? 2015?
Yeah. We've known each other for a few years, but it was definitely more acquaintances.
So I was a dealer. I was a poker dealer. He was a player.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I ever knew your name. I might have known your name. And then I leave for Vegas. I'm in Vegas for a year and a half. I don't see you for a year and a half.
Yeah.
And then I'm at my place of work and you walk in and we both kind of just look at each other and I didn't even say your name because I didn't know it. I was just like,
in my head was like, yes, I never have to wait in line again.
I was like twin. All right. So I said the name of the place.
Yeah.
I don't know if we can say it or not. I don't know. And he's like, yeah. And then of course I had a name tag. So you're like, Adam. I'm like, hey, sport. Like I had no idea who you were. But then, the rest is, we just got along and I didn't have many friends out here. And then I left, of course, and we stayed in touch. Yeah. But it's just bizarre. Cause like, if I've known my friends from high school for, 30 years, I've known you for 3 years, yet I think you might know me. You know the adult me more than my younger friends.
Oh, yeah. Wholeheartedly.
But anyway, so we've come up with 5 stories. So not only are we going to get to know each other a little bit more, but obviously we want you guys to get to know us Some of these are true, some of these are false. We have to decide which is true, which is false. Do you want to start? You want me to start?
Oh boy, I think I want you to start. You
Okay,
do the
I'll
first
start.
one, and then we'll go every other.
Okay, here we go. First one.
We have is there a prize for who gets the most correct?
No, because truth be told,
I would have wanted that McChicken sandwiches that you ate before the show.
spicy McChicken. What happened to the regular McChicken?
They have it. It's just not on the West Coast. It's the biggest
God,
tragedy ever.
Such bullshit. Like all
like-
the amazing fast food out here. Every once in a while, you just want a McChicken.
I like two things from McDonald's only: the egg McMuffin, which I think everyone likes,
Yep.
and the McChicken sandwich.
What about the breakfast burritos we had 2 days ago? You don't like those?
Those are just it makes me feel less. It makes me feel like I'm eating a little healthier.
Yeah. Even though they're pretty bad. Okay,
Yeah.
First one. Here we go. Which one are we going to start with? Okay, we'll do this one. On 2 different occasions, I have quit a job while I was working and just didn't tell anyone that I was working and just walked out while on the clock.
Oh, that's false.
That is true.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I would think that you'd be too worried.
So the 2 times I did it.
How nervous were you walking to your car?
So funny you say the word car because one of the jobs I was a car salesman on Route 9 in Framingham
You sold cars?
for 2 days.
Oh, that's the worst.
On the second day. So they reel you in, right?
Yep.
So this was like, God, I don't know what year it was. It was probably like 2012, maybe.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't even know. But like, so I saw in the paper, like, dealership hiring 100,000 to start, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, oh, okay, $100,000 I can sell. So I go there and they're telling me, they're saying these words where, because at the time I still kind of was pretty sharp. So
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the catch here? And he's like, there's no catch. You got to sell 20 cars a month.
Oh,
I'm like, 20 cars? That's nothing. That's like less than one a day. I can do that.
People just rolling in buying
Yeah,
cars.
so like first day I walk in and like,
Hold on, what kind of dealership was it? Was it like a Toyota, a Nissan,
it was a,
like Mercedes
whatever has the
Benz.
Civic. What's the Civic?
Honda?
Oh, it was Honda,
Yeah.
which is what I drive now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Honda Accord. Shout out Honda. No, so first day, I'm like, okay, like it's okay, like, but you can see like the certain guys who have the desks up front are getting the people, and then like then there's the guy who like takes you under his wing and he tells you the truth about it, like
It's like a Wolf of Wall Street McConaughey moment.
yeah, he's like telling you about I think it's called a drawer.
He's like, jerk off twice a day.
He didn't tell me that, but he told me that I don't have to wear a tie, which was huge, and everyone went with like the dress shirt, pants, and then the vest
thing.
which I
wear
love.
that now.
I love that. It's like, oh my God, it covers it.
Yeah.
Yet it's like comfortable. So I rocked with that real quick. That day I left, got
got a
one,
vest.
and then worked one more day and quit. Never wore the vest again. But so yeah, on that second day, long story short, like it was in the winter and they were basically saying that like it was going to snow tonight and we were going to have to go
Move the cars.
move the cars and shovel. And I'm like, I am not doing that. And then like I had one conversation with a kid who basically like told me the truth. He was like, dude, you're going to be making like $800 a week off of your drawer or whatever it is, but then you have to pay it back. And this, I'm like, okay. So then like I literally just walked right out the door and got into my car and left. And they started calling me. And like after like 3 calls, I finally called them back and just told them, yeah, it wasn't for me. So the second one, this one is good. Second one, I was bartending in Central Mass. I won't say the name of the bar. I don't even know if it exists anymore. But once again, it was one of those situations where like it was when like Craigslist was still pretty popular. Yeah. And I get the interview and we find out that like we're from like high school rivals and we might have played each other in sports, like the manager and me.
Yeah.
So we like kind of hit it off. I go to the interview and like, you could just tell he was like super desperate because like, I'm a good bartender and I had a good resume at that point, but he was like ready to make me assistant manager and he's throwing all these like ideas at me. And like before he even gives me the job, do you think this is odd? Okay. He tells me he has this new soup they're making. He's talking about the food. It was like it was right when like the craft stuff was exploding.
Yeah.
So like everything there was craft and homemade and scratch kitchen, blah, blah, blah.
Scratch kitchen.
So we're having an interview and he literally pulls something out and then he gives me the spoon and I'm not exaggerating. He fed it to me.
I would have walked out right then.
That's weird, right?
Yeah.
100% weird. He's like, try this. I'm like, okay, no, I got it. And I'm like, yeah, that's good. But I was like,
what kind of soup was it?
It was like, like some type of pumpkin bisque or something. It was like in the fall. So I'm like, so then the next day, oh, and this is great too. So this is another place where I needed to get a vest, but like a nice vest, like a tuxedo vest.
Oh yeah.
And I'll never forget, I took my mom because whenever I have to go shopping, I make her go with me, and then it's just awful every time. And by the end of it, I'm yelling at her.
When you're trying out clothes, does she have you come out and she like puts the fingers in the waist?
No. But like I'll come out and look, and then like once we like after like the first 2 or 3 things don't fit, then I just get pissed off. I'm like, forget it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
You know, and then she's always still trying to find the perfect 42-29 for me, and just can't find it.
Missing the 30s.
But so I have to get this vest where like I might have like a video on my phone. I could probably try to find it, but like I had to get like one with like an extender.
Oh
yeah. So anyways, so I get this vest. So the next day I go in, and this poor bartender, she's by herself at this huge bar that's like a square bar. So like when she's at like one side,
there.
she can't see. So like there's people probably waiting 10, 12 minutes, and like everything is craft. Like there's hardly any beer. Everything is like these cocktails. So like, you know, they just kind of threw me to the wolves, and I'm making the cocktails, but like, and then of course, once again, she tells me now, she could have told me this because maybe she felt a little threatened by me, which I think was a possibility. But she basically was telling me that like, you know, you're going to work 60 hours a week. You know, he's going to work you into the ground, and you're only going to make like $200-300 a night, which at the time for me, like was pretty good.
Yeah. You're like, that sounds great.
Yeah. But so like, she was just like being super negative about the place.
Yep.
And that combined with like, it was super busy. She was by herself. Like,
that's probably why she was negative.
and like I had managed restaurants before that. So like, you know, just looking around the room, like I could see like, oh my God, like that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. So I kept looking for moments to leave. And then like, finally, like I just had this window where I didn't say anything to anyone. I just beelined it right out the door and I left.
Did anyone call you?
No, I ended up calling him, and he answered it first, and I hung up. And I called again, and he didn't answer, and I left him a voicemail.
You were open for the voicemail.
Yeah, oh no,
you did the voicemail call.
Yeah,
that's so funny. I had a job. So I had one job right after school like that, and I answered again, same thing as you. I answered a stupid ad for sales. And I went to the interview, and the guy was like, oh, this is a great inside sales job. I didn't know what inside sales was, outside sales, whatever. And he was like, just show up tomorrow. You know, we'll get you started. I'll have your business cards ready, blah, blah, blah. I go home and I'm pumped. I'm telling my dad, I was like, I got business cards. Like, I'm 21. So I'm like, I got business cards. Like, this is awesome.
How did they give you business cards that quick?
Well, we'll continue the story. So it was literally 45 minutes from home. So I was so pumped to have this job where I'm going to wear like a shirt and tie, you know. So I get dressed the next morning. I drive all the way there. We get there and we walk in, and the guy rings a bell. He's like, ding, 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 ding. He's like, yeah, we're having a great day. And I was like looking around, everyone's high-fiving each other. I was like,
That's
and this is
weird.
before like real text messaging. So I was kind of like stuck. So
Yeah.
this guy was like, all right, you're going to be with, you know, Joe. And I was like, all right. So I get with Joe and he's like, all right, we're going to get in the car and we're going to go. And I was like, all right. I thought like this is a sales job. He's like, oh, it is. We get in the car. It's like a 1987 Trans Am.
Yeah.
And he's like, you got to make tons of money. I make bank. This is a great job. This is a great building block. Blah, blah, blah. We pull into a neighborhood. He gets out. He's like, come on, let's go. He pops his trunk. They're coupons.
Oh no.
Door-to-door coupons.
Oh my God.
All day long, I was trying to find my exit strategy out. Finally, at like noon, we've done this for 4 hours, knocking on people's door, asking them if they want to buy $20 gift cards to coupon
Does
books.
that exist anymore?
I think they still do.
Wow.
And we went to D'Angelo's, a sandwich shop back east.
Number 9.
Yeah. He went to go order our sandwiches. He ordered my sandwich. I went out the door.
And you left?
And I called my dad at a payphone down the street at the supermarket. And he came pick me up.
That's awesome. Is that the only time you've ever done that?
Yeah, I've never walked out of a job like that other than that. I've no called, no showed one other time, but nothing where like I've walked out mid-shift.
That's awesome.
I just looked at this fool and I was like,
give me a
you're
story.
kidding me. All right. Here's the first one. One time after a football game, I went to a Patriots game. I was super drunk. I had to go to Walmart. I went to because I had to use the bathroom. I was so drunk, I walked into the women's room. And by the time I realized that it was the women's room, I was stuck inside the bathroom and I couldn't get out because women kept coming in and I was stuck there for an hour.
And you didn't just say like, excuse me, sorry.
How am I going to do that?
I'm going to say that's true.
It's false.
Ah,
yeah, out of the gate.
okay.
That would have been great.
That would have been great. I have attempted to purchase the services of a prostitute on 2 different occasions. Both times they came to the room, got me to give them $200 to get naked, and then left when negotiations broke down and we couldn't come to an agreement on the full thing.
It's true.
Did I tell you that before?
No, but I know you.
Yeah, that's true.
It's totally true.
Oh, man. I mean, it was just like my first few times in Vegas. Now I know that you never call the things that they pass on the street. Because, I mean, real quick, both these girls were like, I'm talking like stunningly gorgeous.
In the little thing that the guys hand out on the street?
No. That was whatever. But like the 2 girls that ended up showing up after I made the call, and I looked through the hole in the door, I was like, oh my God, like this is going to be amazing. So like both of them walked in, same thing. They were like, 200 gets me naked and then the party starts and we go from there. And of course, both times I'm shit-faced and I'm like, okay, but like how much to do everything?
And you paid him the 200?
Oh yeah, so I pay him the 200.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how much to do everything? And they're like, well, it depends. Like, 1,400 gets you. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? And like, so we just could never come to an agreement. And like, I don't know, like you've been in Vegas longer than me and I just feel like you just know more. But like, if I just like played it cool and like let things happen, like could I have got it for like $300-400 or no?
I have no idea, but I don't think so.
You know. Holly, he's never done it, but he knows.
I honestly don't. I've heard vicious stories about it when you get.
So the second time it happened, like the first time, so I had known. So like when the second girl came in and she starts with the 200 thing again, I'm like, oh no, I did this last time. And then like she seduces me and like she's like, no, it'll be fine. I'm like, okay, here's 200. Then she's like, so it's $1,000. I'm like, come on. And then she's like, supposedly they don't get that 200, but they obviously do.
I've heard so many stories about that. I can't believe you're a guy who took a thing from one of the guys in the street.
People do that.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
I wouldn't do it now. I did it. This was like 5 years ago.
Now you just call it on the billboard.
Okay. Girls 6969 6969. Okay, what's your next one?
All right. Once in 6th grade, I glued my pubes to my face because I wanted a beard really bad.
Oh my God. If that's true, that is fucking awesome. So, but I have to say that it's false.
It is false.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. That is the fact that you even thought of that sounds like a premise to like 2.5 Men or something. Oh, that's great.
Oh, that's not a bad idea. I think if I knew that, I would have done it because I only had a mustache till like 7th grade. Oh, my pictures.
What do you mean till 7th grade? You had a mustache in like 6th grade?
You look at my 5th grade picture. I'm the one with the lasers in the back.
Oh,
I talked my mom into paying extra for the lasers.
Loser.
And I got like this. I got the little mustache.
I always had the sky blue. So you were like you ever see that picture of The Rock in high school with the fanny pack? He looks like he's like 40.
Yeah,
that was you. You were like a narc in 6th grade.
Yeah, I had facial hair in
with laser beams. Okay, next one. Sticking with like
you had the sky blue. Your mom was always like, "No, we're getting the basic package, Adam."
All right, now let me finish this.
Did you ever get mad? Hold on, I have a question. Did you ever get mad when you're there, like waiting in line, and you're here, and they like pull down the laser package, and you're like, "Oh
no!" I thought no, maybe when I was younger, I can remember being like, why can't I get the laser beams? And my mom's like, no, you're getting sky blue.
Yeah.
It's the cheapest. Why would laser beams cost more?
All they do is pull down the thing.
That's
weird.
Why.
But the kids look at it, they're like, oh, wow. Because I remember the year before I had sky blue. Yeah. And that's why I fought tooth and nail with my mom to pay the extra $19.
Honestly, there's a certain type of kid who got the laser beams. Yeah. It was the kid who had a mullet or had a chipped tooth.
Yeah.
Those are the kids
that got...
the kid had the mustache. Yeah, there's just certain kids who get the laser beams. I wasn't one of them. Okay, sticking with the young. Here we go. I once pissed my pants in 1st grade and then had to wear the spare clothes that the nurse kept for kids who piss or shit their pants. I then used this opportunity to pull the pants up really high and do a Steve Urkel impression to get people to forget the fact that I pissed my pants.
Oh, that's false.
That is true.
What?
Yes.
No way.
I love that.
No way.
Okay, so 1st grade, it's after lunch, and just the tale as old as time. The teacher doesn't believe that you really have to go to the bathroom because you're always trying to get out of class. So she was with I was in the red reading group, which was like the B team. She was with the blue reading group, so she's with the smart kids, and we're all at our desks. So I'm like, I think she's passed away now, so I can talk. I'm like, Mrs. Miller, I need to go to the
that's
bathroom.
a very generic name. It could be anybody.
No, her name is Mrs. Miller. She was awesome. She's a great teacher, actually.
You're like, Mrs. Sullivan? Should we talk about her?
Mrs. Miller, I have to go to the bathroom. She's like, Adam, you just got back from the bathroom, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, no, I really have to go. And then the next thing I can remember, I can picture it right now. I can picture like what the seat looks like. So I start like just pretending I had a stomach ache. So I'm just like, and like, I'll never forget like one of my friends, she was like, Adam, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I just have a stomach ache. I just start pissing. And then I'm just like, I think at that point she like realized, because like kids are probably like, oh, ew. And then I'll never forget, like I got up and there was a puddle on my seat.
Oh, you really had to pee then.
Oh, so bad. Puddle on my seat. So then I remember going to the nurse, right? This is like the best, like what kids think is really happening. So I can remember going to the nurse and swearing to her that I fell in a puddle. Even though the teacher clearly brought me to the nurse's office and said, this kid pissed his pants. And so like I probably reeked of piss and I'm like, oh, there's a puddle. I fell in a puddle. And she's like, okay, here, take these. And she gave me these huge pants that I then like went back to the class, pulled them up, and I'm like, hey, did I do that? And like all the kids are like, yeah, okay, Adam's cool. And even though like when I got home, I just like bawled my eyes out and like my mom was like, what happened? Like my mom was pissed that the teacher didn't let me go. But yeah, so that was true. All right, next one, go.
I can't believe you tried to say you dropped in a puddle. All right, we'll stay with the pee.
Okay.
I've been peed on by a girl.
Wow. God, yours are good. Yours are like so short and just like, so that now, like on accident or like sexually?
I've been peed on by a girl.
Ooh, that's hot. I mean, okay. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to say, if it's accidentally, it's true. If you're claiming it's sexually, it's false.
It's true, and it was on purpose.
Wow. Holy cow.
I didn't know it was on purpose, though. So
were you in the shower at least?
No, we were in Aruba.
Oh. Not the shower, Aruba.
And we're in like this like little lagoon thing. And
so it was underwater?
Yeah. And my girlfriend was like, she was sitting on my lap, and I was like, wow, this water is really warm. She's like, I just peed on you.
That's funny. Oh, that's definitely not as bad, but it's still, that's cool.
You're thinking like golden shower.
Yeah.
I draw the line somewhere, pal.
Oh, okay.
I mean, come on.
By the way, not to, I should have brought this up when we were talking about Corona.
Ad?
No. How much do you think this cost at a gas station?
$4.69.
$7.50.
Oh, they gotcha.
I had two of them, and she's like, $27. And I'm like, what? And I look at the sign, it says $7.50. I'm like, I'll take one of those. I'm like, that's pretty. That's pretty messed up.
How'd you get $27 when $7.50 is $15?
Well, I got beers and I got
okay.
Reese cups.
I was gonna say there's bigger problems.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take one away. Okay, 21.
Okay, here's my next one. When I was 19, my friends and I went to Turning Stone Casino in New York. After I lost my money, I wrote a check for $500 and they cashed it. I proceeded to do this 4 more times over the course of the 36-hour trip. And I had to go home and tell my parents what I had done, and they had to put the money back in my account as I was unemployed and in college at the time.
True.
False.
Oh, that's
just such a classic thing that I would do.
Yeah, that's a classic Adam. That's why I figured.
Yeah, I mean, I've definitely done some awful shit, but I never did that. I used to do at Foxwoods, so basically they would like, you could write a virtual check.
Yeah.
And based on how good your credit was, the bigger the number would be. And I got like $800 once. Or I got like $200 for like the longest time, and then my credit got a little better. Then all of a sudden one day I'm like, yeah, I'll take the usual. Can I get a 200? And they're like, oh, well, you have 800. And I'm like, I'm like, I'll take the 800, even though I had no money at all. So yeah, no, but I never did something like that. I did go to Turning Stone when I was younger, because it was 18 plus. Not bad. I mean, if you're 18 and you want to go play poker,
That was good. I went to a casino a couple times when I was under 21, but I had a mustache since 5th grade, so they never ID'd me. Luckily.
So I got a fake ID. I can't get in trouble for that now, right?
No.
Okay, so I got a fake ID when I was 20.
Yeah.
Never bought beer with it. Only did it so I could go to Foxwoods. How pathetic is that? And it was a fake ID.
Did you ever go to a bar with it?
Nope.
Oh, wow.
It's scanned. It was awesome. I might have bought beer with it once, and the guy questioned it. It was in my hometown. And
it never works in the hometown.
Yeah.
You never can do it, especially when you grow up in like a small suburb.
Okay, but this was like it was like a Quickie Mart.
I know,
with guys who like definitely didn't know who I was.
Yeah, but you still have to be careful because like, oh, weird, Jim came in 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, no, I know. No, but it was my picture.
Oh, it was one of those.
No, yeah.
Oh no, I used somebody else's.
Oh no, it was my picture.
Years.
It was everything. I paid $50 for it. Went to UMass Dartmouth for it.
Oh wow.
And
no, I used someone else's for 2 years and never got questioned once.
Wow.
But I was scared to use it at a casino because I was convinced like you walked in and it was like do.
Yeah.
Like they already knew who you were. So.
Right. All right. What's your next one?
Next one, we are. One time in my life, I've been on stage with Snoop Dogg and Warren G during their concert.
That's true.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Tell everyone how you were cool and you lived and worked in LA and you had.
No, actually, this was in Austin, Texas.
Okay.
And it was by accident.
Oh.
So we were there for South by Southwest. We were throwing an event for South by Southwest.
Who's we?
Company I worked for in LA, a consulting company.
Yeah.
And we were throwing the event, and it was the night before our event, and we got a text. You join like this text chat, and they tell you where all the secret shows are. And we got a text that Warren G, Tone Loc, and Snoop Dogg were doing a concert in this small bar.
Regulators!
So they played that. So we showed up, and we had to go to this back door, and we knocked on the back door. And this guy answered the door, and he was like, we were with one kid from Austin. He's like, oh, these are the guys from LA. I'm friends with blah, blah, blah. They brought us in. We walked through the door, and I look, and I'm on stage. And everyone's just staring at me, and I was just like,
were they
they were in
rapping
mid-show. And I looked to my right.
Were they singing their raps?
And I looked to my right, and it's like, I was like, I think that's the guy from Ace Ventura. It was Stone Loc on stage.
Oh my God.
And we totally stuck out like sore thumbs, obviously. It's all hip hop rap guys, and it's like two white guys like sitting in the corner of the room.
That's awesome.
I just slowly, after like 2 songs, I just like got my wristband. I slowly walked out the back door through the front door.
And you're like bobbing your head like as you're leaving.
I was like, we walked in and we were just like,
what year was this?
This was 4 years ago.
This was 4 years ago?
Yeah, 4 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. It was great, but it was super awkward.
This was not 4 years ago.
Yeah, it was 4 years ago.
4 years ago, you were in Rhode Island.
Yeah, I'd travel back and forth.
So you were still working?
Yeah, that's when I was doing consulting. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But yeah, that's where we just. I think it wasn't on purpose. We just.
That's funny.
It wasn't like a hookup or anything. It was like his buddy went to high school.
Imagine like they turn around. They turn around. And
the
see
music
you guys
stops. It's like
get the fuck off the stage, motherfucker. Shit.
Yeah, that's a.
Okay, next one. I was coaching baseball. And I once was thrown out of the game for arguing with an umpire. But before I left the field, I took the ball from my pitcher's hand and threw it into the woods.
That's true.
That is true.
Yes. I could see that emotion just bursting through.
Did you ever coach like when you were younger?
No. Coach?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I coached for a long time. Missed it. Love it. And I definitely, looking back on it, like I was a nutcase. I mean, I was in my early 20s. So like,
So
I was getting thrown out.
Coach.
I was getting thrown out like once or twice a year at every level.
And they invited you back?
Yeah, well, because I mean, I was a good coach, and like any team I coached, like we always usually won. The kids had fun, but yeah, like I got like the leagues weren't a fan of me. I mean, because like off the field though, like I always like, hey, sorry about that, I lost my temper. But I mean, like I've thrown helmets that like bounced and hit an ump, and I got suspended for 2 games. I took the ball and I threw it as far as I could into the woods. And like a parent who liked me went and got it, and he gave it to me at the end of the game. He's like, "You got to put this like in a case." And of course, I didn't.
That's so funny.
But no, yeah,
I could totally see you doing that.
Oh yeah, and it's like totally for attention, like an idiot. Like but I mean, I was just so angry, and I don't know where I got the inspiration to do it. To just take the ball and throw it. I just wanted to make the ump get another ball. Yeah, basically.
You're just upset.
All right, your last one.
All right, I have 2 more.
Oh, okay.
I want to do an extra one.
Okay.
One time I was at TJ Maxx
Mm-hmm.
and I had to go and I had to buy a winter coat and I was with my mom and I grabbed a coat that I liked. I tried it on. It fit well and I liked it. And my mom was like, oh, perfect. And we went to the front and we tried to pay for it and there was no tag on it. So after like 10 minutes of trying to find the tag, a guy comes up and is like, somebody stole my coat while I was trying on other coats.
You're not smart enough and creative enough to come up with that. That is true.
It is true.
Yeah, that's great. Oh my God, that's funny.
This coat was just sitting there. We're going through coats, and I was like, "Wow, this coat's awesome!" And I tried it on, and my mom's like, "It fits well."
It feels really worn in.
And my mom did the thing, instead of putting her fingers in the waistband,
So it's like a sport coat.
No, it was like a winter coat. And
How old were you?
I was probably like 8th grade or whatever.
Wow.
And she did the she pulled it together, and she's like, "Oh, it fits well around your shoulders and everything." She's like, "All right, let's take it. Let's get out of here."
That's awesome.
Try to find the UPC code for like 10 minutes, and the guy comes. He's like, "Someone stole my coat."
That's awesome. Okay, your last one.
All right, and the last one is one time I've biked on a bicycle 200 miles in 2 days.
If you're on YouTube right now watching, you can see my face. Like, okay, yeah, that's true.
Oh, did I already tell you that?
No, but that's just something that you would bring up, like.
Well, I did it for the Pan Mass Challenge for charity.
Whatever, yeah, charity, whatever. I'm just kidding. No, that's impressive.
It was
200 miles.
187 miles.
187 miles in 2 days.
Yeah, from Sturbridge, Mass to P-Town down the Cape.
Sturbridge, Stockbridge to Boston. Shout out James Taylor.
Yeah, 2 days long.
Wow.
I was the last person. I had an old lady passing me on
Really?
Yeah, she stopped actually and asked me if I was okay.
Now, I have to say this.
Yeah.
That must have been, besides like the grueling pain, it must have been kind of beautiful.
I had so much Vaseline in between my legs.
Oh, yeah.
I never experienced... I was in pain for 2 days after that.
But it wasn't... It must have been really nice, no?
No, I mean, I felt good about it because I raised money.
But I'm saying like the scenery that you saw?
No, the first 2 stages were nice. But like once you get into like mile 30 and you didn't train for it,
yeah,
it was bad. And then... You get to the...
Did you have to walk it a lot?
No. A van picked me up on 2 stages and drove me to the next checkpoint. It was bad. On this beginning...
Were you in shape?
Yeah, I mean, I was in decent shape, but I wasn't in biking shape.
Right.
Biking shape's totally different. We got to the end of stage 1, which was halfway. The next morning, we wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and get on the bikes again. 2 stages up. I'm literally, everyone has passed me because I purposely started early.
So when you say you were last, you were literally last?
Almost last.
Oh
An
my
older
God.
lady in her 70s passed me and then stopped at the top of the hill and then waited for me. And she's like, is everything okay? Should we call for help? And I was like, no, I'm good.
Oh my God.
I couldn't sit on the seat.
Did you have a
after
cell
day
phone?
1.
Did you have headphones?
Yeah, it was pretty recently.
Yeah.
It was bad.
That's pretty cool though.
I didn't have any headphones really. It didn't matter. No matter what motivational music I listened to, I was bleeding.
So I feel like, do you feel like you learned more about me or no? Pretty much it's like,
yeah,
a little bit.
A little bit.
I feel like the audience definitely did.
What do you think they pulled from this?
They probably didn't know that I coached. They probably didn't know that I tried paying for sex twice. They knew that you were awesome and like, bike 200 miles or were on stage with Snoop Dogg.
All not in the same weekend.
And they, I mean, the pissing thing is kind of funny, actually. And when was this?
Which one?
The pissing one.
I can't
It was recent. It was recent. I think I know who it was.
Testing out boundaries.
Trying to think if I ever got pissed on.
On purpose or by accident?
Either.
I had a buddy in high school that has peed on 5 of our friends.
Ugh.
He's just one time he peed on our buddy's suit the night before a wedding.
No.
Yeah, we went out, we got wasted the night before.
Oh, so we did it on accident.
Yeah. And we were all sleeping and my buddy turns over and he is up and he's like peeing right on the suit that's sitting on a chair. And he's like, no. Shit. He wore jeans and a t-shirt to the wedding.
So this I just thought of something. I didn't piss on something, but I puked and then destroyed something. So my brother got a new car. When I say new car, I'm talking he got it at the dealership, drove it home, and went to bed. I go out to the bars in my hometown. This is like the 2-year period where like we got out of college, but then like we went back and lived at home before we went out again. So we're all living under my parents' roof. I get dropped off. I am beyond wasted, and I knew I was going to puke. So I wait for the puke to come. It comes. I puke all over the ground, and then I slip and fall, and I hit my brother's car, and then I puke on my brother's on the hood a little bit.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, I thought that I had fucked up his license plate. When in actuality, like if there was a camera watching me, the license plate was fine.
Yeah.
But in my drunk, fucked up mind, I start bending the license plate up, thinking that that was gonna fix it.
Yeah.
But so then the next morning, my mom like goes out to get the paper, and she sees puke on his hood. And if his license plate was like this, it now like looked like this. She bursts into my room. She's like, "What did you do? Like, you destroyed your brother's car. He hasn't even driven it yet." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Like, I had no recollection of it whatsoever. And then like it all came back to me. But yeah, I mean, like, and then like my buddy, he used to piss everywhere.
I think every group of friends has one.
Yeah, everyone knows which one I'm talking about. He doesn't drink anymore, actually, but he
Neither does mine. Neither does mine.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
we were on vacation in Siesta Key, and I think we might have had video of it where he just gets up, walks like a corner of the room, and just starts pissing.
Yeah. He's done that on a suit.
My dad did that actually when he was younger. I heard a story of my dad coming home from like wherever, and he went into like the pantry and pissed. Just pissed in the pantry.
I've done little stuff like I did that when I was little. My dad tells me when I was like 4 or 5 years old, he was having like a card game and I was sleeping in the room, and he said that I sleepwalked into the kitchen and peed into the trash can and went back to bed.
That's awesome.
And everyone just sat and watched his 5-year-old son just pissing in the trash can in the kitchen.
All right, so what else you got?
That's it for that. The true or false. That's all I got.
Yeah.
I mean,
what were we going to talk about after that? We can cut this out. There was something that we were going to talk about before the quarantine. Marry, fuck, kill.
France.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Clap, clap. So we have, we have the thing where we can look at like how many people who are listening, where they're listening from.
Yeah.
You told me that I know on the last episode, on episode 2, which you can hear on Spotify and Apple, and we're also on YouTube, you told me that we have someone from Asia, but now we have someone from France?
Yes, and they're a repeat listener.
Who do you know that's from France? One of us has to know somebody,
No.
or this is just like an IP address issue. There's no one in France listening to Out of Breath.
I thought it could. I'm surprised anyone listens. I thought it was a mistake, but they've listened to both episodes in entirety.
Come on.
Yeah, and it's from like Cliché, France.
It's pronounced cliché.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, we have someone from Brazil as well, but they've only listened once, so I think that was a mistake.
How awesome would it be though?
drunk
How
and hit
awesome
the
would it be
button.
though if right now that person from France is listening? So let me please say, bonjour. Je m'appelle Adam.
I would love to know who he is,
or she,
or she,
or they.
Or you think it's a group party?
No, like maybe it's someone who
They're
doesn't
zooming and watching
identify.
us?
Maybe it's someone who doesn't identify as a he or she.
Oh, that's fair. Fair
is fair.
comment.
We got it. But no, anyways, we welcome to the podcast. We appreciate you listening. Norris is shaking his head. I think that means this is racist. Be our
Yeah, I know. You're speaking.
guest.
You're speaking
Be our
English.
guest.
You're speaking English to them. Hopefully, well, obviously they're listening to us.
I know,
so
that's
they
like-
have to understand it.
That's like when you go to like a Spanish country and you're like, where is the bathroom? Like if you talk English in that accent.
I do that all the time. You should see when I was at Cabo, like last before quarantine, I was like, I'll get tacos el pastor. The guy's like,
That just sounds like you talking slower. There's no accent there.
I don't do the accent. I talk slower like it's going to matter. They're just like, so bro, you want some tacos?
I'll have the margarita.
I go, tacos el pollo?
Tacos El Palo. Con.
Tres, por favores. They just look at me and they're just like, oh.
Yo necesita un cerveza.
This is why Americans get kidnapped in
I
foreign
know.
countries.
Americans are the worst.
But but the guy in France or the female in France,
Yeah.
well, if it's a female, and
God, can you?
maybe send us a message on
We're
Facebook.
making. Yeah. Reach out to us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If it's a female, you
And
never
if
know.
this is just like a bot or something, then we're just talking to nobody.
Yeah.
But imagine if it's not. Imagine if it's just some person who's just bored and they found us. We're making their day right now.
Yeah. Or yeah.
I hope maybe we'll get catfished by someone. Like some person will like reach out to us and be like, "Yeah, I'm the guy from France."
I know.
And then
we look at his profile. It says like
and then they chop
Wyndham,
us
Wisconsin.
up. Yeah, then they chop us up and kill us.
Well, I mean, I didn't plan on meeting them.
I mean, I can use all the friends I can get right now in quarantine.
That's fair. There is a new person from France as well following us. I can't even. I'm not even going to say the name. So
Oh, try it. How do you spell it?
Let me find it. It begins with a B. It's like
Bonjour.
it's like Bickford's.
Bigford.
Oh man. Then there's a person from Manila. The Thriller in Manila. All right, so it's the France. It's spelled Bobigny.
Bobine.
I was gonna say
Bobby.
I was gonna say Bobigny. Bobigny, France.
Anyways, so yeah, we love all of our listeners, especially the one that might be from France.
Yeah, I think I'm hoping that it says 3 listens after this one.
Or yeah. Okay, so you've heard of the game Marry Fuck Kill.
Yeah.
It's pretty played out. I understand. But I think we have the next big game here. Now, before I tell you what this game is, right? What do you think during quarantine? If you have 2 people, are you listening to me? What
I'm
are you
listening.
doing? Where are you going? Oh, okay.
I'm listening.
Sorry. Okay. If you have 2 people, right? Let's say they're in their early 20s and they weren't living together, but they've been dating for a while. And right now, like they're in quarantine. How do you think, if any, that they're connecting on a physical level?
Physical?
Yeah.
They're not.
Do you think they are having any type of like over the phone or FaceTime?
Like phone sex and
Yeah.
stuff? I mean, maybe. I don't know. That's
See, I think
weird.
a lot of people are. I think
do?
a lot of people are doing like FaceTime sex, Zoom sex.
What? How do you? That doesn't get me going. I don't know.
Oh, I've never done it and I never would, I don't think. But I'm just saying. Like, I think they're doing it.
Really?
Which is a segue into our game. Quarantine,
Da-da-da-da.
FaceTime sex, or kill.
I like
So we
it.
have 3 people.
Okay.
Now, we didn't want to like just say like 3 actresses. Like, we're trying to keep this light.
Yeah.
We love you all. Even if we have to kill one of you, it's only for the game. But so first category, older women. 3 people. You have to quarantine with one. Now remember, when you quarantine with them, that means you could probably have sex with them eventually. You wear them down enough, but you also have to be with them all the time. So it's essentially the marry.
Okay.
FaceTime sex is you have to FaceTime sex with them at least once to completion,
Okay.
and then you kill at the other one.
Like, what if you let them down? Like completion, but both partners?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
You might be there for a while.
First one, Betty White, Helen Mirren, or Vera Wang.
Oh, this is easy.
And I brought up Vera Wang because I don't know if you saw recently, she's like 70 and she's beautiful.
But this is still easy.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I'm gonna quarantine with Betty White.
I don't know why that's funny.
I'm gonna FaceTime sex with Helen Mirren.
Oh,
I'm gonna
no.
kill Vera Wang.
No!
I love Helen Mirren.
No way.
I am. I'm a fan.
No. So I think
In that movie Red, ooh, she gets me going.
So here's my thing. I want to quarantine with Betty White, but I don't want her to die during it. And she's getting up there.
But she's still going.
But she's so funny, and I think we could have some good time. She'd have some good
I
stories.
mean, what, you quarantine with Vera
I'm
Wang?
definitely
what are you gonna
not.
try on
Yeah,
dresses?
I'm definitely not quarantining with Vera Wang. But I am gonna FaceTime. No, yeah, I'm gonna FaceTime sex Vera Wang, quarantine with Betty White, and I'm gonna kill Helen Mirren.
Mistake.
I know.
Helen Mirren's the greatest.
All right, next one. WWE personalities. Now we're gonna date ourselves with these ones.
All 3 of them are dead.
Oh, are they really?
Yeah, I just realized that.
Wow.
All 3
Okay,
are
so
dead.
R.I.P. But if they were alive.
All 3 are dead from overdoses.
Oh no, God! All right, let's bring the vibe of the show up a little bit. Okay, Miss Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum,
Yeah.
bum, bum. Sensational Sherry.
Yep.
And China.
I feel you gonna throw this through a loop. I want to hear yours first.
Okay. Oh boy. I mean, Sensational Sherry was so off-putting. Like, she just did not look good. But I know Miss Elizabeth had like a crazy side to her. And China actually had a great personality.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
He did.
I'm sorry?
What?
I am going to quarantine with China. He almost spit out his cucumber water.
What are you going to do? Lift weights the whole time?
No, we're going to have some good time. She was on Howard Stern a bunch of times. She has a great personality. She's funny.
Okay.
I'm going to quarantine with China. I am going to... Doesn't really matter if you kill them because they're all dead. No, that's fucked up. Oh, that's fucked up. Okay. Quarantine with China. I am going to FaceTime sex Miss Elizabeth and kill Sensational Sherry.
Oh, I'm gonna just flip one thing here.
Yep.
I'm gonna quarantine Sensational Sherry.
Really? Why?
I think she's crazy. So it should
Why
be
would
fun
you
to
want
watch.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
I'll FaceTime sex Miss Elizabeth and I'm gonna kill China.
Oh my God. No, you're missing out on
Again,
China. You didn't know
China
her.
again.
You didn't know her. Okay. Now let's class it up. Let's bring it up a notch. We're talking the most powerful women in the world. First ladies.
All right.
Laura Bush, Michelle Obama, Hillary Clinton. This is going to be good. You go first.
This is easy. I'm killing Hillary every time.
Oh, of course you are. Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Killing Hillary. I don't know. Laura Bush I'm going to live with. I'm going to quarantine with. And Michelle Obama I'll FaceTime sex with.
Okay, so this is easy. Definitely quarantine with Michelle Obama. She's going to get me in shape.
Okay.
Because she's all about, like, you know. And I'd want to meet Barack. So I feel like if I quarantine with Michelle, I eventually would meet Barack when it's all over.
Okay.
And then I'm going, oh man, this is hard. Because I don't want to kill either of them.
Really?
No.
Hillary had no problem killing other people.
Oh man. Oh man.
I went there.
I am gonna, you know what? Just because you said that, I'm gonna kill Laura Bush, and I'm gonna FaceTime sex the shit out of Hillary.
Oh man!
I hope Bill watches.
Bill wasn't even interested the first time.
We'll see. Okay, these last two, I took my top three favorite three actresses. So we're talking about the actress, but we're talking about their character in said movie. Okay.
Yep.
And I'm realizing how this is going to be so impossible. Okay, so my three, which we'll both do, Blake Lively from The Town.
Okay.
Mila Kunis from Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Okay.
And Jennifer Lawrence from my favorite movie of all time, Silver Linings Playbook.
Okay. What are you going to do?
Okay. This is hard. I am going to quarantine. I mean, Blake Lively's character, she was all like fucked up on drugs and stuff. Jennifer Lawrence's character was also fucked up. You see a trend here. I'm going to... Hopefully that quarantine means we'll eventually have consensual sex. I'm going to go Mila Kunis from Forgetting Sarah Marshall. I will quarantine with.
Yep.
And Blake Lively did rat out Ben Affleck and get them killed. So I'm going to kill her. And I'm going to FaceTime sex as much as she'll let me Jennifer Lawrence from Silver Linings Playbook.
So I'm going to flip a little bit.
Okay. We didn't have one the same. That's pretty good.
Well, Mila Kunis, I'm going to quarantine with.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I like her in that movie.
Yeah.
Blake Lively, I'm going to FaceTime sex with, and I'm going to kill Jennifer Lawrence.
Okay, that's fair.
I'd kill Jennifer Lawrence in every moment.
Really? You're not a Jennifer Lawrence fan?
I don't like her at all.
I love her. Her shtick is it got a little tired.
Yeah,
I'm a regular girl, even though I'm fucking gorgeous.
Try hard. Yeah.
But no, she's an amazing actress.
Yeah, I'm not, no.
All right, so what are your top three?
Top three?
So this is your top three women in movies.
So the three I picked was...
what a pick. This second one, what a pick.
Well, the first one is, I mean, it's an automatic go-to. You got to pick her. Selma Hayek, especially in Desperado.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh, that movie is great.
That's with Antonio
Banderas. Yeah. That's a great movie. Second girl, Diane Lane in Unfaithful.
Like that is her in that scene, like it's just like in the bathtub and like those natural breasts. Oh my God. Like it's so hot.
Next stop, Creep Town. And then the third one is Angelina Jolie in Tomb Raider, but I couldn't really pick. I was in between a few movies.
I was never an Angelina Jolie fan ever.
So I'm always on the fence with her.
Yeah,
I'm real like hard fence.
Hold on,
and then when she started
back to Diane Lane. I don't want to keep harping on this, but like the fact that you brought it up means that you obviously like it a lot too.
Oh yeah, Diane Lane's great.
I mean,
she's like naturally beautiful.
In that movie though,
Richard Gere's great in it too.
Oh my God, when he kills the guy.
Yeah,
it is intense.
It's a great movie.
It's such a good movie, and it like didn't get the respect I feel like it deserves.
Yeah, maybe.
Like it's an underrated movie, but when he kills him, it's just like so real.
Yeah,
and like
you feel it.
Yeah. Oh
yeah.
God, I'm getting like the chills thinking about it.
What would you do with these three?
I mean, right off the bat, 100%, I would kill Angelina Jolie. That's easy. And then I want to spend as much time with Diane Lane as possible. So I would quarantine Diane Lane, and I would I would FaceTime sex Salma Hayek.
I think I'm actually in full agreement.
Yeah, nice,
full agreement.
Yeah, no, I mean Angelina Jolie's okay, but like I never thought too. Like I was always how Brad Pitt left Jennifer Aniston for Angelina Jolie.
When she started making out with her brother, that's just when.
Well, that was way back then. But like when he left, how do you would pick Angelina Jolie over Jennifer Aniston?
No.
I mean, obviously we don't know them as people. We're just going solely on what they look like and what their public persona is.
Yeah. But. I'm definitely more Jennifer Aniston camp than Angelina Jolie.
Mm-hmm.
That relationship with Billy Bob Thornton was pretty good too.
Oh my God. So honorable mention, Halle Berry, Monsters Ball.
Yeah, I was going to put her in this list.
We both almost did that. I've never seen the movie, but I enjoy that scene.
You've never watched the movie Monsters Ball?
No, I saw that sex scene a few times. That sex scene, I'm convinced that that's real. Billy Bob Thornton was.
They said it's real.
So he was fucking her during.
Yeah, they said it.
I'm like, where is it going? Like
they both supposedly. I mean, you can look this up. But supposedly, there's been many interviews that said they kicked everyone off the set, and it was just the director and them.
Yeah, I mean. Make me feel good.
That's insane that he knows the lines and he knows exactly how the scene goes, but he's never watched the movie. The movie's powerful.
I bet. Look what I'm doing right now.
You're opening your unemployment check?
Hold on. $1,200. Economic impact payment president Donald J. Trump.
That's right, baby.
You see how he's sprinkling in these little Trumpisms? We should go at him right now. We got nothing else to talk about. We could talk about Trump right now.
Yeah, I'm good.
No, you just want to.
I'm just
typical Trump supporter. You want to just like throw these little darts at us, and then when we want to challenge you,
I didn't say I was a Trump supporter.
What'd you just say when I opened this?
I'm thankful for Trump for giving me $1,200. I'm thankful that he had made the time to sign every one of those checks.
He didn't sign this check. That looks like Vina L. Robinson.
Oh, he didn't sign it?
No.
Oh.
He sends you a piece of paper after.
Oh,
that
that's
he signed.
right.
Norris got it.
Just as good. I like it. I've yet to get my stimulus check. I haven't gotten it yet.
Really?
No.
Wow.
Hopefully I'll get it in the next couple of days.
How the tables have turned.
I know.
I'm flush with cash and you're living debit card to debit card.
Or, just debit card.
Unemployment.
Week by week.
All right, so last thing I want to talk about before we go and we find out if the person in France is real.
Yeah.
Whenever I make this face, I'm trying to choose my words wisely. Okay, so Adele, CC Sabathia.
Yeah,
I'm so happy for you both.
CC looks great,
but I can't help but just be fucking jealous because I don't know, but it's so much easier to do that when you're rich and you have trainers and you have this.
The biggest thing is the dieting.
Yeah, I mean, but guess what? Meals. Exactly, someone's cooking your meals. It's not me making turkey meat with Rayo sauce every night.
Yeah, you ever see The Rock when Rock was wrestling and Rock now?
Ever notice we always reference The Rock a lot?
The Rock's great.
The Rock is
He's
great,
very
but we talk
charismatic.
about him a lot.
Do you remember him like when I watched an old wrestling scene? He's
Yeah.
like, he's big, he's in great shape, but he's
Yeah.
like bulky.
Right.
And now he's like, he looks
CC
great.
Sabathia, I'm happy for him. He looks awesome.
He was 24 hours from dying.
What do you mean?
His widowmaker that in his heart was
Yeah.
90% clogged
Gross.
when he got rushed to the hospital.
That's brutal.
And they were like,
When did that happen? I have no idea.
during last season?
Really?
At the beginning of the year, yeah.
Was that in between your third and fourth burp, or?
No, I burped probably 40 times.
Adele is, I would say, probably the best female vocalist alive right now. I think those two albums, especially the first album, 21, was like, I think you can listen to it from like front to back.
Yep.
I can. Oh, you can?
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say like, no.
No, I love Adele.
Adele's the best.
I love Adele.
But I'm telling you right now, skinny Adele looks weird.
People say, I think, she's healthy, so good for her, but
Yeah.
you think she's going to sound the same? Your voice changes.
Yeah.
And I based that off of watching Pawn Stars because when the son loses a ton of weight, he sounds different on the show now.
Really? I didn't notice that.
Yeah. What's his name?
The son?
Yeah.
Corey.
No. So the other one.
Chumley.
Yeah, Chumley.
But no, so Adele, I'm not, obviously she looks great, but I'm trying to think of someone like,
She's
like
gonna make another record.
when bigger celebrities lose too much weight, they look
Well, because you fell in love with them when they were a certain size.
Yeah, like I almost
Jonah Hill's the only one that goes from fat to skinny, fat to skinny.
Yeah,
and
that poor guy. I know. I know how you feel.
War
Jonah.
Dogs is awesome.
I just go like fat to slightly less fat, back to way fatter, then a little less fat.
but consistently going fatter.
But like he goes like skinny, fat, skinny.
War Dogs, he couldn't fit in a shirt.
Yeah, he was a monster in that. And then
Yeah.
like 22 Jump Street, he's like,
Great shape.
or was it? It was either the
I think
first one or the second
he
one.
did both of them. He was in great shape, but I think he did War Dogs in between the two.
Yeah, which is so bad for you.
Oh,
But no, I mean, yeah. So I just think, obviously, anyone who loses weight and gets healthy, I'm happy for. It just sucks that like we don't have the resources that celebrities.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do the DDP yoga.
The what?
DDP yoga.
DDP, like the wrestler?
Yeah.
You're like a closet wrestling fan. Like
No.
you love wrestling way more than you think you do.
Yeah, of course, but I don't watch anything new. I think I just keep reliving the hits.
I saw he had. So is this like he has like an infomercial for this?
He has success story after success story after success story. It's insane. He has celebrities.
Hold on, wasn't there a video of some fucking guy who was like 600 pounds, and he did it through that, right?
Yeah.
I saw that video, and then like DDP hands up meeting DDP.
So one of the kids,
and this kid was a monster.
Yeah. And the only reason why it got in my head the other day was because I was looking at one of my buddies who I work with. He started it, and then he posted like an Instagram picture, and he's got like a 47 pack.
Yeah.
Mike Hanks, how you doing, bud? And he's like, and he puts DDP Yoga Works hashtag. So of course, the next thing I do is I click on the link, and now I'm scrolling.
See, now how does yoga? Because isn't it just stretching?
Well, it's a lot of like calisthenics and stuff.
Right.
I mean, I don't really know.
But do you sweat? I know if you do like the hot yoga.
I did
you'll
hot
sweat.
yoga once.
Yeah.
And
Disgusting.
It was a bunch of girls and me. So at the end, it looked like I had like Lake.
You know what? I guarantee.
Lake Eric around me.
Well,
Everyone else is just like didn't look like they sweat at all.
you know what? I guarantee what I would do if I did yoga.
What?
Try to guess.
I don't know.
If I'm like stretching and my legs are in the air and I'm moving,
you're gonna pant.
No, something like gastro.
Oh, you'll fart.
Totally. Because that's like a common thing, right?
I think so. I don't
remember the Jackass. He did that on Jackass. Johnny Knoxville did.
Really?
I don't know if it was fake or real, but he just kept farting and then like he left and they all laughed. It was awesome.
I mean, for all these people to say that it's working, I'm gonna give it a shot.
We'll see. I don't think you're gonna give it a shot.
I am.
So follow up on.
I have it in the. I already have it in my cart.
So just to follow up on the last episode, which we then put a clip on YouTube about of us, like I keep challenging you to all these like sporting events, and we really need to make it happen.
Yeah. Hopefully, like the parks are opening up, so we can definitely play basketball soon.
Yeah, we've got to play basketball, and we gotta get golfing. I won't get into what you did to me a few days ago, but you told me 12 minutes before our tee time that we weren't going to golf.
Yeah.
That was unfortunate.
I had no clubs.
And you're a lefty, so you can't borrow mine.
Nope. And I don't think they allow that either.
Do you do anything else, lefty?
Everything. I do everything.
Do you JO lefty?
Lefty. I'm full left. A full left.
That's our first exclusive on Out of Breath.
Sometimes when I want to feel like it's a stranger, it's my right.
You drink cucumber water with your right.
Yep.
Classic.
Cucumber water is great.
All right, so I think that's all we got. That's episode 3. Hope you guys learned a little bit about us. We're eventually going to get some guests on here soon.
Yeah.
We're talking to, we're going to have like regular people and then maybe sprinkle in like a F or Q list celebrity.
Yeah.
Depending on Eric's connections.
I love Q list celebrities.
Yeah, no, for sure. But also, we need you guys, the listeners, to start kind of like reaching out to us. Just let us know, like, besides like, you know, my mom and Holly and a couple other people, let us know what you like, what you don't like, what do you want us to talk about moving forward. Even if you are interesting, like I had like an interesting person who will remain nameless because we probably are going to interview them. They're like, hey, if you ever want to talk to me on the podcast, I was like, you know what? I do want to talk to you on the podcast. So, and if you're not interesting, we'll just like let you down gently.
Yeah, we'll just say we'll do it at a later time.
Yeah, no. Oh, people would definitely want to hear about that.
Sounds good. We'll do that.
Definitely.
Get back to you.
But yeah, so check us out on all the other stuff we've already talked about, iTunes, Spotify, blah, blah, blah. We are on YouTube. Eric, you have anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, bye. Love you guys. What? Why did I say that?
It's so awkward.
Take care. Goodbye.
Bye.